Hi guys, so on this video I'm going to be teaching on how to make a kaftan, just like the one I'm putting on here. So my fabric has already been folded into four. As you can see, I've folded it into four. So you have to fold the fabric into four if you want to make a kaftan. So I'm going to start the measurement now. I've already taken my length measurement. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm using 52.5. So now I'll take my neck measurement. So I'll first of all take the width of the neck, which I'm going to be using 2.5 inches for the width. Then I'll go down by 3 inches. That's the depth. I'll go down by 3 inches because I didn't want it to be too deep. So I'll go down by 3 inches. Then I connect both sides. I'll do a curvy side. You can use your curve ruler to do it, but I'm using my free hand, so I'll just curve the neckline. Yes, like so. So from the neck, I'm going to take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So I'm going to take 7.5. That's half of my shoulder measurement. That's what I'm going to measure there. Yes, that's 7.5. So from that, my shoulder measurement, I'll take my sleeve length. How long I want the sleeve to be. So I'm using 12, but I want my sleeve to be 14. So I'm using 12 an inch. I took 12 inches because I'm going to be adding to the sleeve. Then I'll take down 1 inch to slope my shoulder. Take 1 inch downward near on the neck. So I'll just connect it down like so, just the way I'm doing it now. Yes, sorry, my chalk is not that sharp. I didn't know I didn't have another color of chalk at home, so this is it. Please, so guys, just manage it. I hope you understand what I'm doing. So from that slope there, from that slope, you take down your sleeve. That's the round curve of your sleeve, how wide you want your sleeve to be. So me, I'm using 12 inch because I want it to be very free. I don't want it to be tight. You know, it's a kaftan. Kaftans are not meant to be tight. Kaftan bubu, so whichever one you call it, is not meant to be tight. So I took down 12 an inch. So for the body measurement, I'm using the biggest part of my body, which is my hip. My hip is the biggest part of my body. So my hip is 45 divided by 4. You divide your hip by 4. That's 11.25. So I'll just mark that because my hip is bigger than my bust. So I'll add 6 inches to it for ease because it's a boob. It's not meant to be tight. So you can use 5 inch. You can use 4 inch depending on you. So me, I'm using 6 inch. So I'll connect it to the sleeve like so. I'll just connect it. Yeah, just connect it. So just try and make that edge not too sharp. As you can see, I'm trying to make it not too sharp. I'm trying to make it a little bit curvy because I didn't want it to be that sharp. So I will just take down that measurement. I'll just take it down. I'll just draw it straight line down, just like so, because it's going to be free. So I'll just take it down. Just take down my hip measurement. I'll just take it down with the inches I added. So I'll just take it down, just like so, like the way I'm doing it now. Please, hope you guys understand. Please try and leave a comment on the comment section if you don't understand. So after marking it down, it's for me to now cut out. So I will start with the neck. I will just cut it out, cut the places I've marked from my neck measurement to my shoulder to the side. So I'll just cut it out. So after cutting, this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. You can see the shape. This is how it looks like after cutting. So I'm going to separate the front from the back because the front is going to be a V-neck. So I'm going to separate the front from the back. So I'll cut out the V-neck for the front. So this is how it looks after cutting. So you're going to take your measurement from your shoulder. That's how deep you want your v-neck to be. Me, I didn't want my neck to be too deep, so I'm going to do 6 inches. So depending on you, I'm doing 6 inches. I didn't want it to be that deep. So after you mark 6 inches like so, just connect it down. Make sure you place your ruler very well. After doing that, then you just cut it out. So this is how it looks like after cutting out. This is how it looks like after cutting out. You see, mine is not that deep, but if you want yours deep, you can do it. So this is my sequence that I'm using for the neck. I've already measured it. I've already measured my length. I'm using 18 inches, but you can use your waist measurement. My waist measurement is 17, but I just added 1 inches to make it 18 inches because I wanted it to be long. So you can do that. Please try and pin. If you're using a sequence, try and pin down because it stretches. I like to pin when I'm working with stretchy materials. So just place your sequence or whatever material you're using for the v-neck, for your facing. Just place it beneath the Ankara. Make sure you place it very well so it will, and you said where I pinned it so it will not move. Please, I hope you guys understand. Then I'll just cut out the neck like so. After cutting, this is what it looks like. It's looking very fine. It came out very fine. So I'm going to be cutting the width of the neck now. I want it to be 6 inches wide. I want it to be 6 inches wide. So I'm going to mark 6 inches from the neckline. From the neckline, I'm going to mark 6 inches. While I'm making 6 inches, I'm going to be folding the edges for top stitch. So that's why I'm marking 6 inches. So by the time I fold the edges, I'll be having 5 inches. From the neckline, you take down 6 inches, just the way I'm doing it. Just take 6 inches. So I'm just checking my length measurement. The length measurement is still 18. Yes. So from the 6 inches I mark, I'm just going to connect it down to make a V shape. Like so, I just connect it down using my ruler, just the way I placed my ruler on it. Then I mark it. So it's going to give us a V shape because the facing is V neck, so it's going to give us a V shape after marking it. Just connect it down from the point you make. Just connect it down, so you can see it's already giving a V shape. So I'll just cut out like so. I'm still going to pin because it stretches. I didn't want the material to move at all. Then just cut it out like this. So after cutting, this height is going to look like, yes, like this. This is how it's going to look like. You can see it's very fine. So this is what I'm going to be placing on the fabric. So I go to my ironing board. I will just iron the edges by 1/2 inch. So when I'm top stitching, to be very easy. So this is how it's going to look like after sewing. This is how it's going to look like. Yes. So but before you sew, you're going to be placing this material at the wrong side of your Ankara or whichever material you're using, you're going to place it at the wrong side. After placing at the wrong side, you stitch it at the wrong side, then flip it to the front like so, because it's the front you're going to be top stitching it. Please, I hope you guys understand. So I'm going to go over to my machine now to top stitch it. When I'm done with the neck, I'll join my shoulder with my sleeve, then join the side together. That's all. This is how the v-neck look after joining it. After I top stitch it down, this is how it look. So that's for the sleeve. I'm going to join it to the sleeve, then join my shoulder, then join the side. That's basically all for kaftan. So this is how it looks. I wore it to church that day. It came out very well.